Just play the fucking trailer. Where's Anthony and Gruber, man? Kid looks just like a young Harrison Ford. Ridiculous. Play the trailer. Alright, this is Han Solo, and apparently he's got a new Samsung watch. Or an Apple Watch, depending on if he's Android or Apple. I don't know. I'm more of an Android guy. I would think because it's Star Wars and they have droids, they would all be droid guys. But yeah, it looks like he's starting up a ship here. He's gonna... You know, Han Solo, he's a pilot. That's a big theme of this teaser trailer. That's the Lucasfilm logo. I think it was established back in 1977 because George Lucas used to own Lucasfilm, hence the name Lucasfilm. But he sold it, and that's working out just fine.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10.
Okay, he says he's been running scams on the street since he was 10. So, you know, Han Solo, he's a great character. He's doing a little good, little bad. He's a neophyte smuggler in this movie, and it shows that he has a criminal past, which we kind of knew, because we've had 3 young Han Solo movies already. Interesting. This planet right here is probably Corellia, which is his home planet, and it's said that he was a pod racer, similar to Anakin Skywalker. The difference is Han Solo didn't have the Force, so Anakin would probably kick the shit out of him. But apparently the Imperial Army would recruit pod racers to fly their TIE fighters, and obviously Han Solo didn't last as an Imperial fighter. He was kicked out, and he says because he had a mind of his own. And in this shot we can see the famous Han Solo dice that made an appearance in A New Hope briefly. It's like commentating on the style of the 1970s, but somehow, I don't know why these dice are so important all of a sudden. And of course, we get the Mother of Dragons, Emilia Clarke. I am excited for some things in this movie. Mostly Emilia Clarke and Woody Harrelson and Donald Glover. Everybody but this kid. Sorry, Alden. It's funny, throughout this trailer, it's almost like they're trying to hide him. It was like what Disney did with the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie, where you would never see Jack Sparrow. It was everything going around him, and you would get little small moments of Jack Sparrow, and they would barely show his face. I'll get into that a little bit later in the trailer.
I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own. I'm gonna be a pilot.
Now, this is definitely Han Solo's home planet of Corellia because it's known to have these snowy mountain ranges. So yeah, this is definitely Corellia.
Destiny.
This is our first look at the Millennium Falcon, and it's obviously a lot cleaner. This is before, you know, Han Solo got his hands on it and made all his personal upgrades. I mean, it's the Millennium Falcon. I've seen this ship before, and you're never going to recreate the magic of when Han Solo and Chewie show up in The Force Awakens. And then Han Solo, probably the first time he ever saw the Millennium Falcon, and it's love at first sight.
Hey, kid.
Here we have a shot, what looks like Han Solo and Qi'ra walking, and this planet looks like it could be Mimban, which was one of the rumored planets to appear in the movie. It's a swamp-like, inhospitable planet where the Empire is stationed. And we also get our first look here at Woody Harrelson as Beckett. A lot of people thought he was playing a character called Garrus Shrike, who was essentially a mentor for Han Solo. He actually raised him in Star Wars Legends since he was an orphan. And in this scene, he says that he's putting a team together. He's putting together a crew. So this could be a version of that Legends character where he puts together a group of orphans or a group of outsiders, and they're like a crime organization. Essentially, they smuggle, they steal, and I'm just excited to see Woody Harrelson in anything these days, and I think he fits in the Star Wars universe. He's one of those actors where you can picture him being one of these kooky characters, like a Forrest Whitaker in Rogue One, and I like him in these sci-fi roles. What's his name in Hunger Games? I liked him in the Hunger Games. I can't remember his name. Somebody commented something with an A, right? Or I don't know, Seamus. I forget that. I don't know. Another look of Emilia Clarke as Qi'ra. She looks good. I like the costume design here, and we have the droid in the background, and it looks like she's exiting from the Millennium Falcon. The design of the character, the look of the character looks great. I'm excited to see these supporting characters. I'm just not excited to see Han Solo, which could be a problem. Of course, Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, great casting. And this could be the scene where Lando loses the Falcon to Han Solo in the game of Sabacc. And I think the dice, Han Solo's dice that's on his windshield, it's the dice that he used to win the Falcon from Lando. This planet that they're on could also be Kessel, so maybe Han and Lando meet on Kessel. But this should be a fun scene, and I'm really excited about Donald Glover, because once again, he's another guy where, you know, whatever he pops up in, I'm interested to see what he does with the character. first look at Thandie Newton, and I forgot she was even in this movie when I first saw the trailer. Well, when I first saw the teaser trailer for Super Bowl Sunday, I thought it was just a DLC trailer for Battlefront 2. But then when I saw this one and I spotted Thandie Newton, I totally forgot she was even in this movie. Maeve, little Westworld crossover. And when I first saw this creature, I thought this was Maz Kanata, but it's kind of a funky alien monkey with 4 arms. And this shot is probably connected to the previous Lando shot. Might be the first time these characters meet.
You in?
Oh, Chewie, I know him. He does the... And once again, it looks like they're hiding Alden Ehrenreich in this trailer. There's not a focus. You could tell that they're trying to make him resemble Harrison Ford, obviously. But the problem with casting this guy as Han Solo is that Harrison Ford was essentially just playing himself. So that charisma, that on-screen presence, it was just Harrison Ford, and a lot of the funny and clever lines that he has in A New Hope were ad-libbed. It's Harrison Ford, so essentially you're casting somebody to play in the Harrison Ford biopic. Like I said in the beginning, I would have went with somebody like Anthony and Gruber. I think you need somebody who can do an impression, an accurate impression of Harrison Ford, because that's who you're playing, man. You're not playing Han Solo. Han Solo is Harrison Ford. Lando and his co-pilot, this new droid, and this droid is being voiced by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So that's interesting. I think that's got to be the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, the first time we've had an actress or a woman voice a droid in Star Wars. Everybody's always debating whether droids are male or female, you know, R2 and BB-8. It kind of unisex, right? Maybe they're designed either male or female. And obviously Lando did own the Falcon at one point, and here we have a shot of Lando flying the Falcon and Han Solo is in the backseat. And there has been debate. Who made the Kessel Run? Was it Lando? Was it Han Solo? Was it Chewie? Who cares? I don't. Little funky town here. Maybe it's ran by Kira, Emilia Clarke's character. And obviously her and Han Solo have some sort of relationship because she says, "I'm the only one who knows who you truly are." Nothing like a good blaster at your side, right? This also looks like Mimban, the planet that I previously mentioned, the swampy planet. This character, I have no idea who this is. This could be the main villain, being played by Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany was brought on during the Ron Howard reshoots to replace Michael Kenneth Williams. But this could just be some random guy that Han Solo is going to kill, and he's going to kill his buddies and show off giving him a hero moment. And this looks like the typical Star Wars. I'm pretty sure that's Han Solo in the cape, or that's going to be a good guy character. Undercover mission. And here we have another look at L337. And then we have some standard shots. You know, there's moments with Han Solo, and he's flying. He could be doing the Kessel Run. That looks like Corellia. We have a shot of the Millennium Falcon where it looks like the original model before all the modifications were made. It looks like the skeleton, essentially, of the Millennium Falcon. It doesn't have its traditional body. This guy is as Han Solo. I'm just not convinced. I feel like the entire time that I'm watching the movie, I'm going to be looking out for his mannerisms and the way he speaks and the way he acts. And I'm going to be so taken out of the movie because it's not his fault either, because I think he's a good actor. I've seen him in other things where he's been the best actor. He was the best actor in Hail Caesar. And that cast was star-studded, and he stole the movie. The problem is he's just not Harrison Ford because of his DNA and biological makeup. You know, the only person you could get to play Han Solo is a young Harrison Ford. You would have to clone him, grow him until he's, raise him until he's like 30 years old. Put him in the same living conditions that Harrison Ford grew up in because, nature, nurture, that whole debate. What takes hold of an individual's personality, I don't know. But I just don't see how you don't cast Anthony Gruber in this role. He's already played a young Harrison Ford in another movie, Age of Adeline, I think it was. And another thing I want to say, this logo... Look at the way this logo looks in slow motion. It looks like somebody made this in a computer graphics class. Like, oh, look, I made a little Solo. Why are the logos for Star Wars movies so ugly now? They're so uncreative and uninspiring. And this final sequence was cool, seeing the Star Destroyer in the cloud. It almost looks like a wormhole. I don't know what the hell is going on here. It's fun to see all of them on the Falcon, like old times. Listen, it looks like a standard sci-fi action film, and it looks solid. It's a solid trailer. The problem is that your main character is iconic. He might be the face of Star Wars, and he was played by one of the greatest actors of all time. I don't know if he can hold this movie together. Yeah, that's the Han Solo trailer. What did you guys think? Comment, like, subscribe. Keep it polite in the comments, okay? Don't. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Be like a Philadelphia Eagles fans. I want the comments to be like the streets of Philly, okay? Just no holds barred.
Bye.